I'm incredibly proud of this team. I think it's like what I told them is we have to really remember that one performance does not define our season whatsoever. This was a really good season for us. I thought we got better every match. I thought we got better throughout the season, and with 10 new kids on our team, I thought we found a way to make some really big things happen. So I'm incredibly proud of the growth we've had and the season we've had, and yeah, I mean, it's one game.
This was an incredible season, your best since 2014 and the best in program history. What are you building up here, and really just what are you looking for, and how can you keep this momentum going into next year?
Yeah, I mean, I think our goals align with our values of like we're just trying to be the best we can all the time. And for us, we focus so much on trying to build our culture into being one that makes our kids better as people and as athletes and, as leaders. And so I think our culture is the number one thing that drives our talent and it drives our results. And I'm really proud of, what that has done, because obviously you don't accept 10 new kids into a program without a great culture supporting that, and then you don't do really well with 10 new kids if your culture isn't fantastic to sustain that. So, we're trying to win championships. That's, we've been talking about it forever, and, Kiley has been with me for 4 years, and she's the only one that probably really gets it because she's come from there with me at least, but the rest of them don't realize where we've come from. But we've come a long way, and we don't really care about the past anymore. We're trying to hang with the best of them and do the absolute best that we can.
Kiley, can you just speak on that culture Coach is saying you're building, and just how far this program really has come?
Yeah, we really turned around from when I came in as a freshman, and honestly, every year since my freshman year, we've been growing and been building, and now we call it our winning era. And over the summer, that's when our culture really started. With 10 new incomers, we didn't wait till fall to start our culture building. We start in the summer from day one as soon as we can, and that I think really showed just how hard we worked over the summer and preseason showed throughout this season and how successful we have been.
And Hannah, you might be able to kind of build on this as well. What is just instilled into this program that just accentuates that culture and really just drives you guys to the successful nature you guys are building?
I think it goes down to our 5 core values that we have for our program and our culture, and just the standards, the team standards we hold ourselves to. Everyone's really bought into them 110%. And I think something that is really shown in this season is our grit as a team, and we just keep getting more and more grit every single game, every single practice. So I think just everyone working hard, sticking to our values, and holding each other accountable has really pushed us forward.
Mm-hmm.
Kiley, I have a question for you. Being in this league, such a competitive league, one of the most competitive in the nation, being able to see such tough competition week in and week out, how have you grown personally, and how have you seen your teammates grow?
I think this year was definitely big for me, coming with such a new team and a young team, and having that mindset shift of I'm now one of the only older girls, and so having to adjust and being able to step up for them and help them in those tough games that we have in such high competition games has definitely helped me shift my mindset and become a stronger leader that way. And then as a team, we kind of have that, we don't really care what other people think about us. We're just going to come out and prove, and being young kind of helps us because no one knows our past or anything. We can just go out and prove people wrong.
Hannah, building off of that, sophomore season in the books now, looking forward, how have you grown?
I think I've been able to step into a leadership role on the court and just kind of help my teammates hold each other accountable and just kind of lead by example. I've definitely grown in my communication aspect, I think, since last year, just, again, taking a bigger role on the court and just being able to be there so my teammates can rely on me and just be a rock, steady.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, question for you. Alessandra today had 9 kills, 304 hitting percentage. Talk about her play and how big she was today.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie's been big for us all season. In my opinion, she's one of the better right sides in this conference. And statistically, she's proven that she's probably, if not the best right side in this conference. I think she's a stud. And the thing I love about that kid is there's no ride the wave with her. She just is consistent all the time, and I know Kiley has really enjoyed as a setter having someone that's so consistent. She can find her all the time, and she trusts that she's going to put the ball away. And yeah, that's just all I mean, I can't say enough about that kid in terms of like just her steady control and how she can find a way to score. She's always found a way to score for us, and every tight game that we've played in, the ball goes to her. So I love when a kid can just prove that they are the kid, that they're the one that the ball should go to, and she's proven that all season long. She's been a really great addition to our team.
Kiley, this question's for you. I talked to Coach a little bit before the match today, and I was really taken by the composure that she has for this team. How does that kind of make a wave out to the team as well, and how is she able to present that composure to you all as a program?
He called me composed. Did you hear that?
We don't think she's composed, but yeah. No. Her, honestly, like the confidence she gives us and like just what she provides to us each and every day, like has led us to this like spot, because like we made school history hosting the first playoff game on Tuesday. Like we could have been really overexcited and kind of just like, you know, came in just all frazzled and stuff, but we just like came in with such confidence and composure, and like we knew we had a plan and we were gonna, you know, present that plan.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiley, stick with you on this, and then I'll toss it over to Hannah for the same question. But huge 3-2 win coming into the semifinals today. But when I was watching that game, I saw the atmosphere in that gym. You know, you talked about being able to host a quarterfinal match for the first time in program history. What were you feeling in that game? And then how did that carry over to today?
That game was huge. Like our community, our fan base they're always amazing. Like every single home game we have, like it's been huge for us this season. Like honestly, we get a few points from them just because they rattle the other team. But that was, and just like that feeling, it's like still like I haven't feel like I captured the whole feeling because it was just so surreal. But they definitely help us, and having that momentum coming in was huge for us just because we knew we can do it.
Hannah, talk about that a little bit more. The electricity in the gym that night. How does it carry into your team in the locker room that night, and then even further into the playoffs?
I think the biggest thing from our Tuesday game was just like the pride that we felt. Everyone there supporting us. Like we're proud to be South Dakota Mines Hard Rockers, and I think that just carried in. Like coming here, we're like we have so many people back home that are supporting us and are proud of us, and we're proud of ourselves. So I think that just really like we brought it this weekend, trying to play the best we can and just have pride in our name and who we represent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach, one last question for you. This program's building, it's starting to get momentum. What's next for the Hard Rockers?
We get Kiley back, and we don't graduate anybody. So I think you can expect that, you know, we're only going to be better. It's a long spring to have with 19 kids. And we're going to do an international trip this summer. So that'll be really exciting for us, that we get to spend like more of that quality time together. But yeah, I mean, for us, I think what has made us so successful is our ability to just be in the moment. And last January, we sat down with the three of us and we just talked about like what were our goals, because we're not going to set goals in the fall. We're going to set them now so that we can be in the moment and just understand what we're trying to accomplish. And I think it's the same thing. I think we're going to sit down in week 1 of January and decide exactly what we're trying to accomplish. And I think for us, we want to have a 21 season. We want to be top 4 in RMAC. We want to make the NCAA tournament. We want to be a team that just continues to beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And that disrupts the region. You know, we have as good of a record as the last 3 or 4 regionally ranked teams in our region. Our RPI needs to get better, and we'll take care of that. And if we can just continue to take care of business, it'll be great. But yeah, I mean, these kids are amazing and they're ballers. So I think that we'll just look forward to them getting better, because if you can only imagine what their increase in talent looks like, I think you'll understand how fun next year could possibly be for us.